Hello and welcome back to Chaska, Minnesota for the 2026 Club and Nationals Championship. We are into the second draw for the men groups. We are on sheet 4, and lucky for Team Alaska, or maybe not lucky, they're going to get me to call their game 2 games in a row here. So originally we were going to call sheet 4 for their first draw, and then we had to bounce over to sheet 3. So Team Johnson, pretty familiar with. Johnson curling out of the Fairbanks Curling Club in Alaska, taking on Team Workin out of Fargo. So both teams did get a W in their first round, so should be in for a good game here. First rocks are out of the lead's hands, and it looks like the Calvin Hoff lead for Team Workin. A little heavy on his first one. Could be just that first end jitters. Dylan Skaggs for Team Johnson out with his second. Threw a nice center guard with his first rock. Dylan Skaggs, the lead for Team Johnson, with a hard brush by Coleman Martin there. Both Dylan and Coleman, they bring some national experience, both having curled for the U18s in the national championship, so both of those guys have some experience. Young front end on this team. Not taking anything away from Team Workin any means. Evans, the vice skip on a national men's team, Team Hodick, so definitely he knows what it's all about playing in big games. So Team Johnson still has their center guard out there looking to get something to come around it. Good news is, for people at home, you won't have to just listen to me this whole time. I do actually have another guest coming in to help out call this game, Jake Westman. I would imagine he should be here anytime soon, so lucky for you, you won't have to suffer through me blabbing away. So Coleman Martin now with his first of his 2 in the first. Sweepers are on it. Just telling me it's a little lighter than they wanted. Nice brushing, though. They got it. Oh, I thought they were going to paper around it, but they ended up ticking. So a little light on that one. Hence the over curl. Derek Hench out of the hack with that Manitoba tuck. Fun to watch. Sweepers are on it on the straight side. Trying to hold that line if he can. He did a nice job of holding it. He really kept it out there, so good brushing. Nice shot. So we'll see the second from Coleman Martin here. Coming out of the hack with those sharp Northern Light jerseys out of Fairbanks, Alaska. Like he's just asked to come around his own yellow if possible. Dylan Skaggs hard on the brush. Looks like I was thinking that he was acting like it was light, but it definitely wasn't light. Got it half buried right on the tee. Nice second one by Coleman Martin. Nice pair there. Evan Workin calling for a hit on this Team Johnson on the tee line. He's basically communicated he doesn't care if he does crash on the guard. That's fine too. Sweepers are hard on it. hard on it, but kept it way out there. Now they need it to curl. Almost overbrushed it. So he is able to chip it out into the back 8. So I was talking with the Johnson team before the game, and I did get corrected. I was saying David's last name wrong the whole time in the first draw. I thought it was Hejna, but it's not. It's Hejna. Hejna. That's what he said. So the J is a Y, spelled Hejna. So Hejna. David Hejna. Thank you for correcting me on that. And now we got it right. So David has a good one out of his hand. Looks like the sweepers are looking to carry it a little bit, but oh yeah, it's over curling. Team Johnson is sitting 1 in the back 8. Evan Workin asking the front end how much they see of this rock. They can see maybe a quarter of it. Not much, I'll tell you that much. Skip says hack weight, he taps his shoes, so Jordan Brown ready out of the hack. Firing right on line. Nice delivery. There he is. Jake is in the house. Well, good news, everybody. You don't have to just listen to this guy now. We got a guest in. And the best thing about Jake is that he stays on top of the chat. So if you do have anything to say, start firing off that chat. Maybe Jake can get that thing going a little bit. It's hard when I do it myself. I never keep up on it, you know. I did see we have a Team Johnson right away, so we do have some people tuning in from Alaska. So far, Alaska gets the credit for the most chat. They've definitely been chatting it up the first 3 games. So the second out of David Hayna's hand seems to be a little tight again. Sweepers are on it hard. So maybe trying to get a little cute with it. Yep, crashes up on that red a little bit. But with that, he rolls eventually they chip their yellow in, so now Team Johnson's sitting 3. So Evan Workin's going to have to do something here. Yep, maybe looking for a double here if he can. If anything, get rid of 1 for sure. Jordan Brown, vice skip for Team Workin out of Fargo. Fires out of the hack. Definitely not holding back on that weight. A smoker, if you would say. Did you get them both? That's all right. He rolled undercover and then ended up rolling out and peeked out on the other side. So got rid of a rock. Watching team, I called a game for Team Johnson earlier today. So there's no doubt these guys are aggressive players. So he's coming around that big wall that's set up out front. If he buries this couldn't be good. Always the danger is if you go too far, then you give Workin something to follow. But John Johnson, if anything, he's been pretty dialed in all day, so see what happens here. So Jake, we're gonna just rock the one mic. You just gotta speak loud when you decide to talk, and if like we say, the comments. If you're out there, if you can tell us how to be better, please chime in.
John, I can't believe I gotta share a mic with this guy. Huh.
Right. Well, you know, John Johnson out of the hack with his second one of the first end. I figured I cracked the code too, so in the first 2 games I was trying to update, you know, throughout the game. And it took me about 4 ends to finally figure out what color is which. So I figured it out. I can go to all these time judges and they're already distinguished. The teams are already distinguished. So now for our updates, we can give you an actual update and you won't hear a bunch of ums and wait a second and blank space. And It was pretty bad. So we will be updating you throughout on all the other sheets, and that's a good reminder. All the other games are being streamed. Of course, this is the only sheet with the wonderful commentary. So if you want to listen to us talk curling, you know where to be. Otherwise, you can go and turn on some tunes and watch some silent curling.
You can always just hit mute too. You know, we won't know.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking either way.
So Evan Workin, who has some national experience in the men's national competition. Look at those shoes, man.
Beauties.
Some Nikes with some gold trim. Comes firing out in a Manitoba tuck. Corn broom on the ice. Guys are running after the Rockets fired so hard. All right, gets his one, and he threw it hard enough to where he got a roll. Anybody else, that would have been a nose hit. But that thing was fired. So, Workin, sitting one, right? Yes. Sitting one. Johnson with a rock there, shrinking the score zone. Johnson does have room to freeze right on top of this. And he is not going to hesitate. That's his like, that's the way he plays. Kind of puts the foot on the throat if he can. So we got our local squad, Jake, you know, our club team is over on 2. Caldwell in their gray jerseys. Kind of looks like, kind of like their jerseys. Pretty sleek.
So now as I'm just coming in here, and what is the difference really between the curling club nationals and just nationals of curling?
Well, so so the club nationals is obviously it's for basically all these teams got into this qualifying through regional playdowns. So like Minnesota has a playdown. So we have a St. Paul team over here, Dolan, qualified through a Minnesota.
Shot here. Beautiful shot by him.
Oh yeah, he's a sniper. I'm telling you, John Johnson. Here we have a fan blowing too, but I do have all the team names and positions here. So if we can cheat there. And then the team we're watching here is out of Fargo, and I think there's like a Dakota Territory Curling Association. So they have a play down, and you qualify for the club nationals in that. And then they have arena nationals, which is, you know, clubs that play out of an arena. So if you play in like
a hockey rink,
right?
All right.
Yep. Or so there's an arena nationals. There's a bunch of different national tournaments where the U.S. Nationals is kind of the HP, the pros, you know, the John Schusters of the world.
Creme de la creme.
Which, a lot of these guys, there's some people out here, even Evan Workin, I mean, he plays on Team Hodick, which is a national level. He's the vice skip on their team. So, you know, he's a men's national quality curler right here. So
kind of like with professional soccer, these guys are playing on different teams, often different teams.
Sure, right. Sure, these guys grew up with each other and knew each other. Working, he has a sister, Rachel, and I'm reading here, Jordan Brown, they're third, actually won the U.S. National Championship in 2019 together.
Oh.
So Evan Workin out of the hack with the hammer in the end. He is, gosh,
Wow.
Here.
Let's see.
Definitely got his one for sure. Yep, got his point.
A little slow here.
So basically had to get all button and puts it right on the pin, so did his job.
But that's still a good end by the Johnson team, right?
Team Johnson with a force in the first. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll catch up here in the second. I've been kind of taking breaks. guys were loving it. They were like, "Oh, we went back and watched it." So he corrected me because I was saying,
I saw that.
Yeah, hey now.
Oh.
Hey now.
I would have got it right.
You know? So Phil and Jake he was teaching school today, so he was lucky. He was kind enough to rush down here to help tonight. But so far, since I did the changeover in the first men's draw, I've called an Alaska game and an Alaska game for the women's, and now another Alaska game.
Ooh.
So I guess, part of me is kind of rooting for just Team Alaska.
Yeah.
So
Got to find a way to get an invite up there, huh?
yeah, and I was really impressed with this Johnson team earlier. They played a tough Rose team, and this Johnson team just was playing lights out curling. They just were not missing shots. But of course, they have their work ahead of them with Workin. Hey, look at that, a little
there
fun.
you go.
Got a lot of work in front of you when you're playing. All right. So, first one comes in the house, a little behind the tee line. Let's see what Johnson does. He's going to throw a guard, ignore it, try to get some points. Not seeing any huge crooked numbers in the first. I do see a 3 was hung on sheet 2 for, there you go, for our host team, Team Caldwell. Puts up a 3 in the first end.
Hey.
Playing a tough Wisconsin team, Carlson.
Uh-oh.
So
Get it there, baby. Now we're we're a couple old guys now. We're a couple of gray hairs, but it looks like this Johnson team's got some youth on it.
Isn't that something? When I called the first game, I was talking about that, and yes, I did confirm with them that their front end, they're fresh out of the UA teams. They just are out of qualifying for the UA team.
Oh,
so.
okay.
And both of those guys have curled at the national level in the UA team, so some experience on their front end.
Are you saying that there are possible Olympic athletes in this building today?
Well, I know there's
athletes?
2 of them.
2 of them?
I saw Taylor Anderson, and I saw Danny Gasper in the building, so for sure we had 2 of them. And then we got Nina Roth, who's a 2-time Olympian. There's quite a few Olympians.
There's a lot of
the
talent
building.
in the room.
Yes.
A lot of talent.
You know?
And then you got us 2.
Then you got us 2. Yeah, calling their games, right?
Evan and Rachel are married. They are not siblings.
Oh, they are married, and you know what? I knew that because I think Clay Ordvig told me that earlier, and I'm just spacing it out. The skip I was just reading about, John Johnson, he heads up the Fairbanks Junior program. I think that's awesome. Putting time in with the kids and growing the sport up there, so that's pretty cool to see. Got some guards out here to use. Workin looking to hit and roll under if he can. I love the old school corn broom. Always gotta love that.
Yeah, especially if you don't have to sweep with it.
Yeah, exactly. Nice tuck, just right on the ice. Jordan Brown sweeping it hard for line if he can. Yeah.
Good tuck under.
Yeah. Yeah, it buries under a little bit. It may have peeked out the other side. Of course, we're sitting off to an angle, so we don't have the best line on things. We do have the overhead, but of course it's delayed a little bit. So Johnson's going to peel, open up that middle. Coleman Martin fires out of the hack. He was throwing some beautiful soft takeout weight in the first game I called today. Aina on the nice brush looking for some curl. So they get the working stone out, but they do lose their shooter, so Workin's gonna
try to set up another guard, or
kind of
looks
like
they're
this call.
coming after it.
No, he's gonna peel Johnson's guard and not let Johnson have anything to come under, which kind of like this call as a skip. Don't see this a lot in club curling, right? People forget that peeling. Oh, is he narrow? Oh, he got it. So great shot.
Because he didn't want to keep his stone either, right? His goal was to make sure that his rock moved out of the way.
Derek Hench was skating down there. He had a sigh of relief. He thought maybe he was a little narrow on that one. Yeah, it takes out anything for them to go under now. So he's going to play a hit. Now we're looking at a blank here. This is always a good opportunity to go through some sponsors and up and coming stuff. I'll keep it consistent. I'd like to thank the city of Chaska for obviously having the Chaska Curling Center and that putting on events like this, and U.S. Curling for even considering Chaska as a place to hold an event like this. Super fun to see. I've been doing a little U.S. curling of late. Let's do some Chaska plugs here. Just wanted to say that we do have an event center attached to the curling center here, which is an awesome event center. If you're ever looking to host a wedding or office meeting or private party or anything like that, a lot of people don't know that, but we do have a big event center connected to the curling center that's up for rent. If you're into anything like that, you can reach the office here and talk about booking that out. We have the up-and-coming events. We have the Taste of Chaska coming up Wednesday in May 13th, right here at Fireman's Park. I was reading about that. That looks like fun. Some beer, wine tasting, a bunch of food, a bunch of different vendors. And then, of course, we have the Fire and Ice. That's the big event here in July. And for all the curlers listening, it's an awesome bonspiel. It actually just went open for registration and it's sold out in the typical 3 seconds that it takes. So, bam, we plugged some of that out during this open end here.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth.
Yep, just a lot of open hits like we figured, setting up for an open end. A little blank end here in the second, as long as nothing crazy takes place. Check in on the other squads here. Sheet 6, we have Fround and Dolan. Dolan's the St. Paul team. And it looks like we have a 2-0 game for Fround. Sheet 5 was the Rose team that I called earlier. They were a fun team to watch. Just went up against a tough Johnson. They're taking on Team Wright. And it looks like Wright is up with a 2-0 lead on sheet 5 there. Just to update you on our feature sheet, we're still setting up for a blank, so I'm going to keep going through the scores here. Sheet 3, we got a 1-0 game. Murray against Cleveton. That Murray team looks like a tough team. I was watching them earlier. They're up 1-0. And on sheet 2, we have the Caldwell, which is the Chaska team, and they're up 3-0 over the Carlson team out of Wisconsin. Team Guzman on sheet 1, 2-0 over Bond. So, second draw for the men's 2026 Club National Curling Championship. Joined by Jake Westman, who's not saying much, but trust me, he's going to get into it. He's going to start telling us all these, like, fun things. He's going to have me talking accents. I mean, this guy gets me, he gets me going. So, what do you think of the jerseys? First glimpse. This is your first taking it in.
You know,
do you have a favorite so far?
Well, I mean, just the two that are right here on our sheet.
Yeah.
You know, North Dakota. It's very patriotic. I love it.
Yeah.
Got that eagle.
Yeah.
You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah, symbolic for
and
sure.
Just the general shine of these ones from Alaska. It really makes me feel like I'm in Alaska.
The Northern Lights with the moose silhouette, I think those are awesome.
I've never been to Alaska. Have you ever been to Alaska?
No, I haven't. And of course, we have a good friend growing up from our childhood, Ron, whose dad lives there. And I've been telling him for 2 years, like, Ron, we should probably go visit your dad. So that option's there.
You know, I think there was a number of kids from our area that moved up to
Yeah,
Homer, did some
absolutely.
fishing. Um, you know, if only they had found a curling club, maybe they would have stuck around a little bit longer. You know,
That's
give them
right.
something to do in their off time.
Right. Yeah, so I also have.
Do you know the name of the curling club that the Alaska team represents?
They are Fairbanks, so Fairbanks
Fairbanks.
Curling Club, Fairbanks CC. I had somebody on the chat earlier today let us know that because I was originally saying they were from Anchorage.
Oh, I did see that too.
The,
Yeah.
the women's team is from Anchorage. The men's team is from Fairbanks. So hard brush there. So look at this. Obviously, we were talking, and obviously we missed the change of the end here. So blabbing away, and now all of a sudden it's not a blank end.
Yeah, you know, curling's not a fast game, but if you you look away too long, you might miss something.
Well, you get comfortable when you're commenting. It's like, all right, well, we'll bang out some events and do all that stuff, and then you turn, you start talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, Johnson's sitting too, Evan working in, digging into the hack. Johnson does have hammer.
I need a soda. You need a soda?
I have one actually, and my next one's going to be a barley pop. I'm telling you. Evan working out of the hack. Rock is on the way. Sweepers are sweeping to keep it straight. I think they're just getting picky for the roll because it's definitely got the rock. Oh, trying to save their shooter if they can. Yeah, and it buries. So beautiful shot by Evan Workin. He at least is going to make it hard on John Johnson to get his deuce. John's looking at this outturn hit. I would say, oh, he's got a third to maybe a half of a rock, so he's definitely got some there. I'll get a time on this. I'm guessing they're going to throw a little hack weight at this. I can't really see the broom. David Haynaz got his broom. He's sitting right in front of it, so I can't really see where his broom is, but they seem pretty confident about this shot. So, in typical John Johnson form, he doesn't take long. He's sliding out of the hack with the hammer in the second. Looking to get a 2 if they can. Dylan Skaggs is hard, and they switch it up to Coleman Martin to sweep for curl. Are they going to be able to keep their shooter? They do not, but they do get their 1. So we have a 1-1 game on sheet 4. We have got a gem going here to call. Both teams forcing the first 2 ends.
So this is one of the most interesting things to me about curling is how you can score a point, but still technically not win. Like you want to get 2, and 1 isn't always a victory.
Right.
I think that's a really interesting aspect of curling.
Especially as the levels get better and better. Like those 2s are so crucial. You see it at the high level where it's almost hard to generate a 2. It's so many forces that take place in the game now where and that 5 rock rule, that was generated to up the scoring, but the players and the shot ability has gotten so good that it's just so hard to get those big ends. I was calling the women's first draw earlier, and there was a couple teams that were super efficient with their hammers. Just like Nina Roth, she put up a 5 and a 4 with hammer, and it's like, so
I'm calling her game tonight, so it'll be fun to watch that game. So we have the lead rock out, Dylan Skaggs for Fairbanks.
Skaggs. That sounds like a country singer's name.
Sure does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? That's exactly what I thought earlier. Of course, being Minnesotan and having all the lakes, it's a pretty sweet name. The Skag and Skag of a motor. Skaggs.
Ricky Skaggs.
There you
That's
go.
What it
Yes.
is. Yeah. Maybe they're related.
So, with that first rock of Johnson going in the house, Workin's not going to ignore it. Calvin Hoff with his first is asked to hit it out. May see some early hits here in this end. Dylan Skaggs with his second. Was about to fire out of the hack, but felt something under the rock.
Always smart to clean the rock.
Always got to, I go.
Very smooth, clean, straight delivery.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on point. Obviously puts his work in. Looking to curl if they can. Got right on the nose. So now we are dealing with a guard. Workin's going to come around it. We got a lefty here. So this would be his in turn. Always have to think about that a little bit.
Are there any specific advantages or disadvantages to being one hand or the other in curling?
Well, obviously on certain shots, I feel like it would be an advantage to be
Sure.
on that side of the hack. Like, dude, it's just crazy. So the women's Anchorage team, there's a woman on their team that does, I just learned about it today. It's called the Utica delivery, which obviously must be after like Utica, New York, I'm guessing.
Sure.
But get this. So she slides on her left foot, but she throws left-handed. So since she throws left-handed, she has to throw from the right hack.
Yeah.
So when she brings her backswing with her foot, she swings her foot between the hacks, and she fires out and slides on her left
I feel like
shoe
we were talking about this. But
and throws left-handed, which I did get clarification. The Alaska team did come over and say that is absolutely legitimate to do it. U.S. Curling has absolutely okayed it, but it's the Utica delivery. I've never heard of it. I learned about it today. If anybody out in the chat has ever heard about that, I might be saying it wrong, but I think that's what she said. Utica. Because my first thought was New York. Like,
yeah, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, it's. I saw it in the first end. I was calling the game, and then it was on her second shot, and I was like, it took my brain and like did a weird one. I was like, did she just step through the hack? That's so weird. So like that is a rule. If you're a righty, you can't throw from the right hack. You have to throw from the left.
So that's the rule that she's dealing with.
The rule that the U.S. Curling came out with, or maybe it's a world thing, I don't know, is since she throws with her left hand, she has to throw from the right hack. But even though she slides on her left.
The Utica slide. Left foot in left hack, left arm outside of left leg.
There you go. It's legit. If Google says it's legit, it's legit.
If it's on Reddit, it must be true.
Coleman Martin firing out of the hack. He's down to his T-shirt. You know he's taking this game serious tonight, huh? Shedding the layers, T-shirting it up, looking to raise into working red. Job well done. Gets rid of it. Workin's got Stone in the back there to catch him, and he's got one off into the side. 12. You're reading about the Utica delivery?
Yeah, it's been popular in Utica, New York, and when teams do bonspiels outside of their area, they have to carry a letter with them certifying it from USA Curling.
Because people don't believe that.
Because people don't believe it.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. So we are here to. That's great that topic got brought up. Fully legit. It's a fully legit delivery. Me with a bad knee, I should maybe start trying the Utica delivery here. So we got Derek Hench out of the hack with his nice Manitoba tuck corn broom combination. Sweeping for a curl. They succeed and get rid of the Johnson stone with skirting their own stone in the back, so they are sitting 3 with hammer in the third. David Hayna with his smooth delivery, right on point. Dylan Skaggs jumped it right away. Must think it's a little light and tight. Yeah, are they gonna hit it? Yeah,
Oof.
they end up flashing it. So maybe it was a little light, or maybe both combination, light and tight.
A red sitting 3 right now.
Right, yeah. So Workin with hammer might be tempted to open that a little bit, but he's going to come around it. It's a scary thing with those center guards because that does give some for Johnson to come around. He can always kill the end with a nice draw around those. Jordan Brown, vice skip for Team Workin with his first in the third. Asked to come around those yellows, those Johnson stones. I can't really see, are those Johnson stones overlapped, or they can use those, right? They can raise those.
Yes.
So he
Yes.
does. Brown gets around the stones. Is it a little heavy? John Johnson getting on the sweep. Oh, it was a big, nice stone.
Wow.
Nice stone. Stops on the back 4. So John Johnson wants to come around on the out-turn side, which he wants it to curl a mile, which these stones are. David Hayna out of the hack with his second. Did you see something over there?
I just really like Coleman Martin's T-shirt that he's got on. It's Alaska, but he's got a nice Big Dipper.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, on the chest. It's a really cool little shirt. You know.
Yeah.
I like that state pride. You know.
Yeah.
That's something us here in Minnesota and Alaska have in common. We love that North Star.
That's right. Star of the North, 100%. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
Jake. And you always find the North Star because it's in the handle of the Little Dipper, which pours into the Big Dipper, right? That's what my
Something like
dad
that.
always taught me. It's funny, when we go up to the Boundary Waters every year, it's amazing because like when you're in the cities, the North Star
Oh,
is kind of
look
hard
at that shot.
to. Oh wow!
That was beautiful.
Look at that. So
Take out and bump.
Jordan Brown asked to do a hidden roll and succeeds beautifully. Teamwork and sitting 4. John Johnson does have a couple stones to work with out front. They're sizing up one right now.
Yeah, run back just seems like, I mean, that's what we would probably try.
Well, yeah, I think it's there. See if he can keep his shooter and keep that middle plugged and maybe sneak behind here. So they're definitely staring down some working rocks at this point.
Whoa. You know, I don't think it's fair that you're using Workin jokes, but we can't use Johnson jokes.
Yeah, we could get in trouble with that. Yeah, we better stick with just no puns. All right, so beautiful rock out of the hand. It looks like he's definitely succeeding on getting one of them out.
Now it looks like it might be a little more challenging for that raise.
Over curled it a little bit on that one. He threw it pretty hard. So Evan Workin with an opportunity to draw down and sit 4. So we do have one game over here. Well, I guess a couple games, but sheet 5, the Wright Rose game. Wright is up to a 4-0 lead after 2 over Rose. And then it looks like on sheet 3, the Murray Gleaton.
Ooh, had a 5 under 6-0.
Yeah, Murray's up 6-0. Like I say, I was scouting the Murray team. He's the guy actually going to be firing out of the hack right now. He's their skipper is really sharp, so that's going to be a tough squad over there. They play a tough game. They're really sharp with their hits. So those are really the 2 kind of lopsided games. Otherwise, the rest of the games are pretty tight here. Obviously, all games are being streamed right now, but we are the only sheet with commentary. So Evan Workin out of the hack with his first of his 2. They do have hammer this end. It looks like it's getting a little tight. Sweepers are not on it. They know better than I do.
Ooh, yep.
So you can tell with his handle, he has a nice handle where he's getting 6 rotations out of that rock. So I'm used to seeing our rocks just dive bomb, where his just held straight there and dive bombs at the end. So
yeah, that's another fun feature of curling, that physics aspect, and just all the different speeds and different rotations that you can do.
That's something I want to get better at, is more rotation. I feel like it's easier for the sweepers to hold lines and kind of know what the rock is going to do.
It's the new wave.
I think so.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All the elite teams.
Heavy
throw it.
rotation.
All of them do.
Heavy rotation, except for us. We haven't started
Well,
it yet.
you know,
I mean, you know, eventually.
We're getting there. We're working on it. Big, Crooked Pine here, full of curling fans watching the big draws. A lot of hometown pride for Team Caldwell on sheet 2 over here. A lot of familiar club faces down here rooting on the home squad.
They could all use another couple of cocktails, though. You know,
Yeah.
I think you gotta support the group, and we'd love to see a couple more cocktails in these hands.
They're in the right place for the cocktails, that's for sure. Yes. So, John Johnson with his last in the 3rd.
Ooh,
Shrinks the scoring zone. So Workin is sitting 2. Do they have access to get rid of that, or do they just draw for 3? Hate to see him get too greedy here. They are sitting 2. They could, if somehow, I don't think they can hit it with enough. So he looks like he's playing like backline weight, huh? Oh gosh, if Evan can chip this to the back line, it could be a 4-bomber. See if we can read their lips, what they're thinking here. I'm not good at reading lips, but I think he said this exactly. I think I'm going to draw down, and if we can hit it with backline weight, we might get a 4-bomber. I think that's what he said.
geez, you're practically like John Boy over here with your lip reading, you know?
Yeah. Oh, John Boy, yeah, the baseball guy. Wouldn't that be fun? So Evan Workin with the hammer in the 3rd. Rock is out of the hand. Going for the aggressive call to try to get a 4. Sweepers are on it. It's close.
It's close.
It's close. Does he have enough weight to move that stone? Is it? Oh! And he wrecked. It's okay because he still gets a deuce.
Still got 2?
Yep. So 2 goes to team Working.
You sure?
Right?
No, that yellow's pretty close.
No, that's a 2.
2.
Yeah. So team 2 for Working, 3-1 after 3. We'll be back for the 4th. They take a break. They do a 5-minute break.
Fairbanks Curling Club.
Ooh, we got some scouting into Fairbanks
You know,
CC here.
I feel like they're probably 6.
We may have to reach out to them, Jake, and see if they have any local spiels they need covered by the Jake and Niles crew here.
Retro spiel.
Look at that. Jealous on that one. Outdoor spiel.
Oh, wow. International.
Awesome.
It looks like they got 6
Ooh,
sheets.
look at that club. Looks like a really nice club.
Yeah.
You got any pictures of the boys representing here? Sorry guys, we're cruising the Fairbanks Curling Club website, just checking out where Team Johnson hails from. We are into the 4th end, which we do take a break after the 4th end. We play 8 ends with 30 minutes of thinking time per team.
I just got informed that
Look at this. Look at this sweep by Coleman Martin.
He's just
toe
digging
dragging.
in. Just digging in. It's that youth.
Wow.
It's that youthful exuberance there.
Even with all that, he's probably putting 65 pounds of. No, I'm kidding. Compared to me, one arm. Yeah.
I just got word the Fairbanks International Bonspiel is next weekend.
Oh wow.
So if
Let's
anyone
book
out
it.
there,
Yep,
Curling Land is interested in.
Let's have our people see if they can book us some
Yeah,
tickets last minute.
yeah.
Be happy to go call a spiel up there.
Playing one too.
That would be fun if we did something like that as a team. I'm always jealous when we play these Midwest tournaments and you see these teams that travel from Seattle and Alaska. But we saw when we were in Medford a couple of weeks ago, there was a couple of Dallas team or Houston teams.
Yeah.
I think there was an Alaska team there even. So we need to start doing that stuff.
I was looking at the Shamrock double spiel on the website, and Dylan and Coleman took first in that double spiel. So
they're household names up there.
yeah, well,
obviously.
and they're it just shows that they're winners.
Coleman's
right?
digging into this one again. You'd hate to see a broom snap on that kid. Like,
Whoa.
man,
I saw. Did you see that broom snap
on
that
Jared
video?
Allen.
Was it Jared? No, I saw.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw a video of a broom snapping on a guy.
It happened to
And,
Jared Allen at the U.S. Nationals this past one. He did the same thing. He was coming in the house and the thing just snapped and bam, went straight down. It's got to hurt because you're so committed into that sweep. We're getting carried away here. We aren't talking much curling here. We got rocks in
We're
play.
just talking about curling. We're just not talking about this curling
That's
necessarily.
right. So we got Derek Hench out of the hack there with, I gotta say, one of my favorite deliveries so far of the tournament. Just stylish. Both sweepers are on it hard. They're digging to carry the stone, get it past. They paper the guard. Oh, and it does tick a little. I don't think it hurt it too much. So
Pretty good.
Team Workin setting up a nice presence in the middle here. Johnson's going to have to do something with all that granite. He's already looking at moving some granite right now. So Coleman Martin, the North Star, is asked to run this red into his... Oh, and he falls out of the hack.
Looks like
He gave it a Hail Mary attempt. Is he going to get some granite? I think he's going to move something.
he's gonna move something. Looks like he's gonna move that second red.
All right.
Ooh,
So good recovery. He kind of
real nice.
fell out of the hack and gave it a last hurrah. Hayna and Johnson kind of had a chuckle over it. Glad to see he's okay. That's the most important thing. So team working. Gonna put another one in the middle. Sweepers are on it tough. Carrying it. See Jordan Brown sizing it up. He's liking it now. Sweepers are off. They made the adjustment.
Oh, there they are. Look at that. I see the picture of them. Look at those two guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they look great.
The
The
Shamrock,
Shamrock
doubles
double
champion.
spiel. Lucky Leon the Leprechaun, huh?
They look like they're pretty happy in that
Yep,
picture.
yep.
Good for them.
That's a lot of fun.
Some young guys enjoying curling.
I want to know more about the retro spiel. So if anyone in Alaska can tell me more about that retro spiel, that'd be great. What a bunch of cool events that you guys seem to have up there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it'll convince me to go north to Alaska.
Right. Be fun.
Go north. The rush is on.
So we did clear out the center here. All the guards are cleared, so we do have access to the house. Workin's gonna throw up a guard here. A deuce, a 2-guard. Jordan Brown digging in for his first in the 4th. Goes through his pre-shot routine. It's out of the hack, smooth as butter. Rock is out of the hand. Sweepers are judging it. They like it. Evan wanted a 2-guard. Let's see where this ends up. Nice positive handle out of Brown's shot there. Something we got to take notice on. 1.5 guard. We'll call that perfect. So let's see. Does Johnson, can he chip that yellow? Yeah. That's what he's looking at. So he might be able to get this to sit 1. David Henya set up in the hack. See, I'm getting better at David. Got your last name down, buddy. So he's out of the hack, right on line. Nice delivery.
Oh, so the
Coleman Martin digging deep, dragging those toes like he does. Looks like Colin Huffman out there, just digging.
Ooh,
Has he got it? Oh, and they wreck. They changed the angles though. It's not a bad thing. They got that red off the yellow, so they can maybe do something in the future here. Were you gonna say something, Jake?
oh, sorry. I'm just digging into these curling clubs. You know, it's so interesting to see whether
Are you looking into the Fargo?
just now, but the retro spiel, like you said, it's an outdoor spiel.
Yeah,
so
it
they're
looked like it.
They're curling outdoors.
And plus that picture, it looked like it was daytime, but that could have been like 11 at night. for
I
all we
guess
know.
you're right. I guess you're right.
Is it an all-night deal? That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
yeah. How many hours of daylight you guys got out there right now?
And they're Fairbanks, so that's up there too, correct? Yeah, right.
I mean, it's more north than Duluth.
Well, it's right
That's for sure.
Well, yes, of course, but that's Fairbanks is the one that gets really cold. Like I want to say Anchorage is more coastal,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
And
More like Seattle.
yeah, so that's the one we should do because that's tough-nosed people. I guarantee you, like, it's a tough guy town. Tough guy town.
Tough guy town.
Yeah.
Fairbanks is tough guy town, huh?
And if you don't know, that's an old Mike Tice Minnesota Vikings coach reference. So, but yeah, no joke. Outdoors in Fairbanks, Alaska. That's a bonspiel when you come home. It's like a Cub Scout badge. It's like I just survived the outdoor Fairbanks spiel. So, Henya.
Hey now.
Dang
Come
it.
on.
Just
Come
when I
on
was
now.
getting confident, I chop it.
It's like that Outcast song. Hey ya, but it's hey nah.
Hey nah.
Yeah, you got it. There we go.
Hey nah. All right, it's a good way to remember it.
I even got you to sing a little bit. Look at that.
See, that's what he does. Jake brings out the best in the commentary. We weren't singing earlier, I'll tell you that much. It's just monotone boringness. So, Evan Workin, looking at his options. Of course, this is a national tournament, so they are working on a think time clock. 30 minutes per team. I haven't seen anybody really come close to using all their time at this point, so all these teams are managing the clock pretty well. Looks like we are, what are we doing here, Jake? Did you see the shot call? You're my color guy. What do you
I'm
know?
sorry. I was just thinking about, like, if they're managing the time so well, could they just, like, take a break and go have a beer or something like that? Is that something that's in the
I don't know
cards?
if you do that when you get to the national
No,
level.
not at this level. Not
I
at this
think that's
level.
more of a club playdown move, stack the brooms.
But is it like, you gotta take the test how you study, because
Right.
if we were, if we were in this situation,
We would definitely be.
it'd be tough not to have a.
No,
tall
these
boy.
I have noticed all day these teams are very disciplined. They're here for a reason. 100%.
That's true.
They're trying to win the title of being U.S. national champ.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so he did move his own. He crashed on that, but I think that was kind of the object, right? Get rid of one of those Johnsons. So we're gonna have to look at the overhead. What are you thinking here? It looks like yellow. Oh, is it red?
That's pretty tight.
I think it might be red. I think it might be sitting one working. And with us looking at the overhead, we missed the shot call. Wouldn't be surprised if he's not trying to just play a possible double off of this. Try to come to the low side. We'll see. We'll go through some scores here coming up. We're getting into that halftime point. Does look like we have some good games around the sheets. Couple maybe lopsided games, but a lot of good games also. Rock is out of the hand. John Johnson's first.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
So Johnson, I want to say Working is sitting one, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's your guess is as good as mine.
Looking at the chat here, just wondering, talking about the 5U qualifier, the farthest north 5U qualifier. And I'm just wondering if any of these guys on this Alaska team ever won that event. Seems like, they're kind of some hometown heroes. Maybe they've taken a couple other golds.
Well, here we go. I have some. I actually have some
look at
stuff
that.
for you. David, hey now. Previously skipped a Fairbanks 5 and under team to a back-to-back national 5 and under champions.
So that's when he was like only 4 and then 5. Amazing.
So I did my homework. I got some stuff for you. But that's pretty cool. Did you read that, or was that honestly just a question?
I'm reading the chat.
Look at you.
We got the Alaska group involved right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, they've been strong all day, which I'm sure they're loving the opportunity to get to watch their fellow club friends or family So I'm glad we could be a part of this.
Does Fairbanks have a live stream? Does Fairbanks have a live stream at their club? I'd like to subscribe. I always like to look and watch.
Evan Workin with his last in the fourth. All right, so there is going to be, even if it is a tie, they're going to hit and roll for 2 here, hopefully, right? They're looking. It must be, it's got to be close enough to where they can't ignore it, right? Yes. So, John Johnson set up for a deuce here in the fourth. Tie this game up. I mean, we picked a gem to call. It hasn't been the case so far today. I had a couple games that got a little out of hand early on. Both games I called started off, I think, after 3 ends being 7-0.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So this is a gem to call this game. I knew it was going to be a good game going into it. We have our Olympian here mopping the ice right now, doing a good job. That's too funny.
You got to do all the jobs, right? You know, bottom up.
Well, that goes to show what kind of athlete she is, to get to know the ice side of things. I feel like if you're going to take the sport serious, you should know how the ice making works.
Right.
So rock is out of hand. We got the hammer in the fourth. It looks like we're going to have we will have a tie ball game going in out of the half.
2 yellow.
What a wonderful half to start this thing with. We're going to go into a little break time. They're going to mop the ice, and we'll catch you back in the fifth.
Yeah, look at all that good
All right, we got about a minute until we're back in live action, so we'll go through the halftime scores here. We do have a couple teams still in the fourth end, so we'll have to update as they go on. But sheet 2, the Caldwell Carlson rink. We have the host team Caldwell up 8-2. Big game for Caldwell. They put up a 5-ender in the third, so it's great for the host team. Sheet 3, we are already into the fifth.
I think they're done. I think Caldwell.
Oh, you're right. We have a game ender. Caldwell is called on number 2. Thank gosh we weren't calling that game. I would have had an early night. So we do. We have a final. Team Caldwell gets their first win of the tournament. They are now sitting 1-1. Sheet 3 is the Murray Gleaton. And Murray is up to a 10, looks like a 10-1 lead after 4. And then sheet 1 we did just finish up. They are into their halftime, the Guzman Bond score, and I have an ice maker standing in front of the scoreboard. Looks like this is a tight one over there. Yeah, 5-5 game. So that's a game to watch. Sheet 1. I mean, obviously you don't want to leave sheet 4. We got a 3-3 game here. So we are going to start back up. We are into the fifth end with the lead stones. We were going to reach out to maybe some of the Workin fans. If you're on the chat, help us out. What is the home club for this squad? It's not the Dakota Curling Club, I assume, because when we look that up, it's coming up as a Minnesota club. So if anybody's on the chat, please chime in. We're looking for the hometown club of the Working team. Kelvin Hoff out of the hack with his first in the fifth. Looks like he's asked to play a hit. Johnson did come in the house with their first one. It's been kind of the theme of the fifth end. They do the mop and they re-pebble the slide path. And I've noticed a lot of people being heavy coming into this fifth end.
That's a little different from just regular club curling,
right?
Too, right? To have
Yeah,
someone
they don't do
do your ice mid level.
Yeah, they're getting all this nice treatment here.
Although looking at Evan Working's Team USA profile, he has a Team USA profile.
Bam.
It looks like he was mixed national championships in 18.
Shoot,
in the U.S. Juniors in 11 and 9, and 09, and has a lot of really top quality curling experience.
Let's see what his teammate Jordan Brown has. Yeah, I knew that obviously these guys are polished, and I knew they did have some national experience. Okay. And then how about that? He and his wife, what a combination, huh? Both curlers and both are really good.
Do you wish that your wife would curl, Niles? Do you wish that you could curl with your wife?
I don't know. No, actually, I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be fun to curl with my wife. Absolutely. Now, if you were to ask me about fishing, that might be a different story, you know, but no, curling I think would be fun to enjoy with Liz for sure. She would give me a lot of crap because she'd say I'd take it way too serious.
All right, looks like the Fargo Moorhead Club. I'm gonna look into that a little bit, and we'll get you some information.
It's great having a live chat going. You guys, I thank you for being active on it. Makes it all the more enjoyable to do. So we got some rocks out in the fifth. We do have a guard here for the time being. Evan's gonna ask Derek Hench to take care of this guard. So Peel is on the play. Nobody in banana suits. Yelling Peel. Maybe we can get that by the weekend here. Ooh, successful. Beautiful peel on their part. So we have a wide open end here. Coleman Martin's going to be given the green light to throw a draw. Get a time on this, see how fast the ice is moving.
Holy smokes, Niles. The Fairbanks Curling Club was established in 1905.
Fairbanks? You're back on Fairbanks
but
here.
Was established in 1905. That is incredible.
1905.
And the Fargo Moorhead Club was established in 1938.
Wow.
They have been clubs for over and just about 100 years.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here in Chaska
10 years.
10 years.
10 years, baby.
I guess you got to start somewhere.
All right. So at a 16-5-0 on Coleman Martin's draw, which ended up being short. He did end up throwing a guard, and then Team Workin asked to peel, but they end up getting on the beak, so there is a guard to come around. John Johnson, without hesitation, this guy is aggressive. He's asking David Hayna to come around the guard. Hayna. So glad you told me that. Now I can never forget his name. Hayna. Coleman, hard on the scrub. Putting all the weight that he can on that broom.
I bet his parents made him sweep the garage.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably the opposite. He probably hates sweeping at home, but just massive
loves it on the
sweeper.
yeah. That's how it is.
It's one of those things. I think you taught me that lesson at the brewery early on. Like, you don't want to do a job too good, because then you might get asked to do it again.
That's right. Never get good at anything you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So you better be careful with parents like sweeping like that. They're going to be like, "Holy gosh!" You know what you can do? You can paint the basement. So we have our third, Jordan Brown, firing out of the hack. Sweepers are staying close. Sweepers like it. They are jumping on, off. That's always a good sign. It's a scotch heavy. And it was. Johnson's able to sweep it through the house. David Hayna with his second. Looking to get aggressive and come around this guard. Nice delivery out of the hack.
Let's see. One. Kind of typical spin, typical rotation there.
Yeah, more of the club level
Yeah.
that you're saying. Yeah, a little less. Yep, I've noticed that, yep. And you'll notice, like, some of these teams, like over here on the Murray squad, look at that handle.
Yeah, heavy handle.
Yeah. And I feel like we were saying earlier, that is the way that elite curlers are throwing the rocks now. You don't see the 4 rotations or 3, you see 6+. And the good teams throw the exact amount. You know,
Yeah,
they all
yes.
throw exactly that amount. And with the elite curlers on some of that arena ice, they have to throw it. Otherwise, they would just curl 7 feet if they didn't.
Sure.
So, all right. So, John Johnson skating down. David Hayna buried one on his last. Team Workin peels. Johnson's looking to cover. Looking to get a steal here coming out of halftime. Love to get into Evan Workin's head if he can get a steal here. Evan, at this point, I think is looking to just keep the house open and get a blank here if he can. first of two for Johnson. We are drinking a local Surly brew here. Jake, what was this? The Mosh Pit?
Mosh Pit.
All right. Very hoppy. I would say very floral on the front side. Definitely fruitiness in the middle, and then on the back end, you definitely get that smokiness.
Yeah.
You know,
Stone fruit.
apricot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Very balanced body with a little bitterness, but yet a little sweetness left from the under fermentation.
It's incredible. Your knowledge of beer is
I never drink
like
beer
a
anymore
cicerone.
either.
Like a cicerone.
Yeah. When I first started brewing beer for a living, a guy told me early on, like, guarantee you after about 5 years you're not going to drink beer anymore. And he was pretty much right. But I will say to the guys down at Surly, good local crew, this is a fine barley pop.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of flavor. It's not overpowering.
Speaking of flavor, Evan Workin coming out of the hack hot.
Jeez. Working. God, we have to come up with some, like, a tagline for Evan, right? Like,
well, it looks like, despite all of his success on the national level, probably one of his favorite curling accomplishments would be the Tippy Cup Championship at the House of Hearts. I think that's a bonspiel in Duluth, perhaps.
The Tippy Cup, I think, yeah. Wow. We've bonspieled up in Duluth, and we know there's no joke up there when you're spieling.
It's trouble.
Yeah. So we did a little update from the games that it didn't give you the scores on sheet 5 and 6. Wright and Rose. Rose did claw back there before halftime, so it is 4-2 now. So they came back from a 4-point deficit. And over on sheet 6, the Freund and Dolan rank. Freund is up 5-1 over the St. Paul Dolan team.
Hey, Niles, this just in. We got a new sponsor.
Yeah?
A new sponsor. Yeah, that's right. WorkinCurling.com. That's right. Evan Workin. That you're witnessing right here.
Oh.
Working Curling Supplies at
Really?
WorkinCurling.com.
Look at that.
They've got everything you need for your curling needs.
No way.
Sliders, sticks, bags. They even have vintage corn brooms. You know, so if you need one, Niles, if you're looking for one of those vintage corn brooms.
Does he do custom shoes?
I haven't seen the custom. Maybe we've got some shoes, but I don't know if I.
Look at that.
Oh, we've got custom shoe
You know
conversion
what?
as well.
That's a gem right there, because there's not many people that advertise that. So if you're into curling, you want your custom Jordans and all that. Yeah, go to
WorkinCurling.com.
Look at that. Nice shout out.
That's right.
So
You
Evan,
can send those checks to.
Yep, we do travel bonspiels, Evan, if you want to put us up, room and board. So Rock is out of the hand. Oh, he's slapping out of frustration. Over curled on him a little bit.
Trying to get two, right? Trying to get two there.
I think he was trying to blank. Ended up, now that I'm looking at under curling, and Johnson gets a steal of 1. So Johnson with the 5-4 lead after 5. Evan Workin not too thrilled with that shot, but what do you do? It's curling. Yeah, what do you do? He's trying to get his blank, and you give him 1, oh well, you move on, right? So we're through 5. Yeah, U.S. Curling set up at Chaska Curling Center with a bunch of swag on tables. So shirts, hats, bunch of cool swag. So if you're in the Minnesota area and you feel like coming down and watching some curling, we got 4 draws tomorrow, starting at 8 in the morning, going throughout the whole day. And of course, we have championship Sunday, and then Saturday we have the semifinals. So a lot of curling going on. Some top-notch curling. Got Coleman Martin leaning on the broom to get Dylan Skaggs' first rock into that center guard position. Workin is going to set up a corner guard.
This Alaska crowd, they're excited on the chat now. They're excited.
Yeah.
They love to see that steal.
Yeah, they're playing. I'll tell you what, Johnson, they are no joke. They've been playing. That first game I called today was, I got to be honest, with the Rose team that I was scouting out, I thought it was going to be a lot closer game, and Johnson just never lost control of that game. So, yeah, Alaska's got a lot to be pumped about. Their squads are playing well. So, the girls earlier suffered a loss, but they played Thangadura team out of San Francisco where they were lights out. So I expect the Anchorage team to have a little different showing in their second draw. They matched up against a tough first draw.
Looks like our game on sheet 3 is wrapping up.
The Murray game is wrapped up. So Murray goes 2-0 on the day.
I don't think they gave up a point.
They did. They did give up one, I saw.
One? Oh, okay.
So Murray goes 2-0 on the day, so a good day one for Murray. And they were playing Wheaton. I am keeping a written record of the games here because I don't see them posting it. So I'll try to update the viewers with standings and all that each draw that we get into. So Johnson's got some rocks in the middle here. He's got one on the tee line buried behind his own guard. Evan Workin just decides to come down and corner freeze, so Johnson's going to follow the Workin rock and freeze right to that. So a couple games already in the books. Our host team Caldwell with an early handshake after 4. That was a quick one.
That helps to know the ice.
And against a team out of Wisconsin, that Carlson team, I was scouting them. They put work done to their first match. I mean, they handed it to them. So that was a no slouch for sure.
Look at that effort. Oh.
Sweeping hard, but not able to get it around. Not a terrible spot for it. Workin's going to have to do something with it.
Are there like officials from USA Curling here?
There are officials on every sheet.
Jeez.
Yes. And then of course we have our volunteers timers. Each sheet has a timer for the think time.
Huh.
So that's a big big thanks to all the people volunteering their time to do that. They don't have to be here, but they choose to be, and this couldn't go on without all the volunteers helping out. Obviously, all of them are curling fans and like seeing the top-notch curling. But talking with a couple of them, like Ruth, familiar face here at the club, she said she was timing 7 games, I think she said. It's like, man, that's dedication. Of course, you know, I am dedicating myself to every game, so...
Of course, you are
you know,
dedicated.
but it's tough to beat my dedication. I got to be honest. You know, that's what I strive for. So Coleman, Martin, jacket is back on. T-shirt must have got cold.
Ooh,
they
narrow.
took that 4th end break, and the
That's
jacket
narrow.
goes on.
He knows it's narrow.
Yeah, and they're gonna take their cover out of play. opens it up for Evan Working. So now, Evan Working with hammer.
Look at these guys. They're having fun out
Yeah.
here. They're having a great time.
Evan Working with hammer, looking to get rid of that Johnson stone to sit 3. He's asking what side Derek likes better. Evan gave him the choice with the in or the out. The in turn would have been a small angle raise. Derek Hench decides to go with the out turn, which is an in turn for a lefty, so I apologize. We got a lefty here.
They got a couple of lefties on their squad, I think.
It might be.
Yeah.
Should be paying better attention to that.
It's easier to tell from this side.
Beautifully done.
Nice shot.
Beautifully
Nice shot.
done. Nice red. Nice team shot there. They managed the stone all the way down. Some team working, sitting 3. It looks like there is a crotch here to get rid of 2 of these, right? Can't see it.
Yes.
Skaggs is on it, called off. Coleman's on it, looking to curl. Hey, oh no way! I didn't even know that field goal was an option.
I don't think any of them thought that.
Wow. So
They don't have a football team in Alaska, do they? They don't have an NFL team up there.
nope.
So there's no good field goal jokes.
Man. Maybe you could use a different one. You could use like is there a crab fishing one?
Oh,
we could
is there
use,
like, yeah, is there like
threading the hook or
skirted the trap, something
Sure.
like that?
Yeah, right. Regardless, it was unfortunate for Alaska. Little surprising. I think they thought.
I really don't know how you could fit a rock through there. I mean,
Really?
that's just about rock sized.
So Workin is asking for curl. Looks like they're just going to try to change.
Looks like they're gonna, looks like they're gonna knock that rock a little
Right.
bit.
I didn't see the shot call. Maybe that was their call. Was just to try to.
It does make it difficult to try to eliminate. You got to go
Right.
back there.
Let's see what Johnson's very aggressive with his shot calling. Is there?
Looks like he's going for the same shot.
So he's just raising that top 4 in and maybe getting a double out of this.
Maybe get the double.
David Hayna out of the hack. Rock is on its way down. 42 pounds of granite gliding down. 150 feet. 2.
Boom,
Precision.
Boom, and he got
Precision.
them both. He got them both.
Nice shot by David Hayna.
Good recoup too.
Yeah.
Because it's tough after one rough shot.
Well,
you got to keep mentally. You got to stay in it.
And I think he was so surprised that he didn't get any granite on
Right.
that. Just skirted through both of them.
So, well, like if you had asked me to do it, never could have done it.
Right. It's good to keep a cool, calm, and collected head.
Yep.
He didn't freak out. Made a shot that he needed to.
Probably one of the most important skills in curling.
Yeah, it's like that golf mental game. So Jordan Brown, vice skip, 4. Team.
Ooh, just skirted it.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
skirted it.
So team working. Sitting nice here, sitting 3 in the 6th. With hammer. Had the opening ceremony right before this draw, where we had Olympian Danny Casper and Taylor. I don't know her. She's hyphenated now.
Oh,
Taylor Anderson is what I'm always going to know her as, but threw out the opening rocks. So that was pretty fun to see that. Thank you to Danny, Casper, and Taylor for coming down and doing that.
Incredible that we have those that caliber of athlete and competitor right here.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's pretty cool. My daughter's in the junior program here, and she's fascinated every time she gets to see the HP athletes. She loves the fact that she curls out of the same club as them. So pretty fun. We are in the 6th end here. We are on John Johnson's first of 2. Throwing a hit, soft hit. I didn't see the call, maybe rolling right over into Working stone here. They're looking to curl. Might get a thin double there.
Oh, get some action.
So he almost had a thin double, but he does chip Working's rock over into the top 8 there. Working sitting 1 with hammer. He's sitting 1 and 3. So we'll see what happens here if he splits the house. I think that's the call, yeah. So just split the house, work on getting a 2. So second draw for the men's 2026 Club National Playdowns. Some good curling happening here in Chaska, Minnesota. Joined here with Jake Westman. I'm Niles Lewin. Thanks for joining us. This has been a fun one to call.
Did both these teams win their first games?
Yes, we are both coming off of a one win team. Yep. I knew coming into this was going to be a good, tight match game, and it is not disappointed.
It's probably the best match on the ice right now.
Yeah, it's definitely the tightest, yeah. We got a pretty good one-on-one. Definitely can keep an eye on the Guzman Bond
some scoring going on there.
Yeah, they're at a 6-5 game, yeah. So Rock is in for Evan Workin. They're looking to split the house.
Success.
They are sitting 1, 2, and 4 at the moment. So Johnson's looking at an aggressive freeze here, which would shrink the scoring zone down dramatically. It would shrink. So, not with that broom though. They're just going to play a hit here, I think.
The camaraderie here at the curling rink, I mean,
maybe it's
sure they're different teams, but you're really playing against yourself.
Maybe David Hayna is just getting in their head a little bit.
Oh, that could be. That's a good move.
Working
Classic.
some tactics like, hey, yeah, we're really having a good time. And then, boom.
Yeah, just slice.
7th and just sideways curveball.
Oh,
I thought you were the nice guy. No, not anymore. Yeah, well, I guess I think they're having fun. I think you're right. They're having fun. Need some curl. Johnson yelling for curl. So we are set up for an Evan Workin deuce here in the 6th. Outturn normal weight. Hit and stick for 2.
Now, why do you think he made the decision to knock that rock out instead of sitting on it or just another strategy? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I guess, yeah, of course, now I'm past that, but maybe a risk reward that he was weighing into.
Sure. It's easier just to take it out as opposed to.
And you're giving him two where you could have maybe risked a big end by if you didn't lock down on it or if there was separation and maybe. So Workin got there too. They did. Evan kept his shooter around.
It worked.
Working. So we are through the sixth. We have a 5-4 game with Working on top. We'll be back in the seventh.
I gotta pee.
Yep. We are into the seventh end. Calvin Hoff firing out of the hack. Evan team working up to a 5-4 lead over John Johnson out of Fairbanks, Alaska. A lot of curling left. We got 2 ends left here. Dylan Skaggs in the hack, eyeing up his first of 2. Sitting down here in Chaska, Minnesota, Chaska Curling Center. Crooked Pint. It's packed with some curling fans tonight, all enjoying some top-notch curling. We're sitting here in front of a fantastic game on sheet 4 between the Working team out of Fargo, Moorhead Curling Club, Team Johnson out of Fairbanks. Calvin Hoff with his second in the 7th. Set up for the draw. I see.
Ooh.
Nice shot.
Kelvin,
Yeah.
that was absolutely stone cold, like negative 273.5 degrees Celsius.
There you go. I see Dylan Skaggs on his custom shoe has a Craig's Curling slider.
Oh,
Big shout out to Craig's Curling out of Blaine, Minnesota.
Craig's Curling, that's another sponsor.
Yep, another person, obviously, if you're looking to get a custom shoe made, Craig's Curling has been doing it for a long time and makes a beautiful shoe. Makes a lot of the shoes for our Olympians, and you see his sliders all over the Twin Cities. I would love to know, here's a chat question for all the curlers out there watching. Where does a guy source a stainless steel slider? I know you can get them through Asham, but is there anybody else that makes a Velcro stainless steel slider?
Niles is looking for speed.
Yes. I will say I can throw a pretty pretty hard takeout, fast takeout, but I'm not opposed to having more speed. Why wouldn't you? Speed is awesome in curling. It's a little less effort. So we are into the 7th. Rocks are already established.
Boom.
Workin, taking out some of the Johnson stones. Johnson is sitting 1, full button, with hammer, but the middle is plugged. So it looks like we're going to play a little hidden roll off the top 12 Workin stone. Coleman Martin gave a signal right out of his hand. I think he said it was a little wide, if I'm guessing. Yep, now they are curling sweep. Oh, now they're straight side. It's got to be close. They don't know which way to sweep it.
Yeah, he's really trying to split that one a little bit harder.
Yep, I think they maybe wanted to hit it a little harder and a little thinner.
A little thinner.
You know? Yeah, I see Asham. So I do think that's probably the best way to go. All right,
I mean,
well,
you
good.
know, like, there's got to be some guy with some scrap sheet metal out there that's, you know, cutting it up and buffing it down.
Jake,
I mean,
that's
what we're
why
looking
I'm
for.
asking. I was wondering
Yeah.
if there was like a Canadian hookup, like some guy out in the shop. Just,
Right. I mean, if we were gonna find that, it would be in North Dakota or it would be in Alaska.
Right.
You know, some guy with a bunch of sheet metal. You know,
Sure.
who's got the time to buff and polish.
We have a local guy, Ken Starkey. He's a Twin Cities curling. He's awesome, Ken Starkey. But he throws a stainless slider, and he just uses one of the step-in ones that has the elastic band that you just put over your shoe. But yeah, I'm all for it. First,
Let us know if anyone's got some spare sheet metal lying around.
yep, some stainless. I mean, I do work in a brewery. I'm sure we have some stainless sitting around.
Some of them tanks you don't use.
Yeah, we'll just cut a tank. Derek Hench up with his second.
Just a foot. That's just a small gap in your tank.
Wow. What's the difference?
No big deal.
Right.
It's just a small percentage.
Just won't be a pressurized vessel anymore. Coleman Martin out of the hack. Fired out with authority. They're looking for some curl. They got a curl to get a piece.
Boom, and ooh.
So they're looking for the double there, but hit it a little thin. Did get rid of one of the working stones. Working is sitting 1 without hammer, behind cover. Jordan Brown, vice skip for Team Working out of the Fargo Moorhead Club. Getting ready for his first of 2.
Just poised, beautiful.
Yeah. Holds that stabilizer out there. It's almost a perfect commercial for Asham. The way he holds it out there.
Yep.
So I didn't see the shot call. I think they were trying to come around. It's a little tight.
Yeah, he's gonna crash a little.
It could have been just a center guard call. I wasn't really paying attention. Regardless, not a bad spot for Workin. Just put it in the middle, plug it up. Johnson's got hammer. They got to deal with it. So here comes the first for David Hayna. Skating down. He's got the Celtic broom head cover. I wonder if he won that for winning the. What was the bonspiel?
For the Shamrock.
The Shamrock.
The Shamrock double.
Maybe they gave him a nice little Celtic broom head. Or maybe it's just the color they had. Rock is out of hand. Looks like he's going to get 2 out of there.
Leaves his stone.
Yep. So he did move the working stones out. He got 2 of them to skirt out. Sets up the angles a little bit better here. Although I always have a hard time seeing with a combination of live view, overhead view, and crooked pine view, I still don't see that 2-guard out there, so I don't know what's lined up. Almost looks like it's lined up more advantage for team working.
Yeah, working with this delay, it's kind of like, back in the 60s, the Grateful Dead, they used to put the music on a 2-second delay in their headphones. So anything they played 2 seconds later, that's what they heard.
That's
right?
just
weird.
To
add to a little bit of the intrigue.
Yeah, if that doesn't make it harder for a musician, right? See a Wauwatosa Curling Club over here on sheet 6. Wauwatosa, we come from Lake Minnetonka. We have a famous Boy Scout island, also known as Wauwatosa Island.
I wonder where they have. It's got to be a Wisconsin team.
It is a Wisconsin team. I remember we came out with a beer, and it was we called it Wauwatosa because we named it after Boy Scout Island, and it was the most confusion out of any beer we ever got because everybody thought it was named after Wauwatosa, Wisconsin.
Ah.
But it was actually named after our local island. Yeah. So I think it was, if I remember the old Native American lure, like he was like a brave that something, I'm not even going to go there. There is a nice story behind Wauwatosa.
Beautiful story.
Yeah, maybe you can look it up.
You don't think I've told this story before now?
I was going to say, do you know
story.
it?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep, our local Lake Minnetonka historian here. Historical Society. Evan Workin setting up in the hack with his first of 2 in the 7th. Team Johnson sitting 2. Workin looking to maybe change some angles here. Or is he just trying to outdraw to get on that button? They are working the stone, keeping it straight. It looks dialed in. This is an amazing draw on Evan's side. And it ends up dying, so top 12. Johnson sitting 2. Johnson, this team out of Fairbanks is just a team that they don't give up. They don't quit. Now they're looking, they got hammer, they're sitting 2. Middle is officially plugged.
You can come around, though. You can come around and catch something.
I think that's what he's going to kind of protect here is take that draw away that Evan just tried. J.C. Johnson. So obviously he goes by J.C.
What do you think the C is? Make a guess.
Carlton.
John Carlton.
Charles.
Charles. I was going to say Charles. John Charles. That sounds very regal. John Charles out of the hack.
John Carlton. John Carlton Johnson. No. I hope it's not like Sion. John Sion Johnson.
Yeah.
John Sion John.
John Coco.
Coco, yeah, there you go.
JC may be a little short on that, but maybe they're just guarding that whole entrance.
100%.
Right? You know?
Yep.
If you're short, you're short. That's fine.
Yep. So that's definitely what they were doing. They were taking that away from Evan, but I think Evan is still going to try to navigate this port here with his last one.
I've seen lesser curlers hit a shot. Like that
Sure.
is, it's more than makeable. It's very difficult, very, very difficult.
So now back to handle rotation. Now, like this would be a tough board for a guy like me. What? Coco, getting a little shout out. Yep. So we. So they changed their shot call here. Still drawing. They're just coming on the out turn side.
John must work a lot as a coach in the Alaska Fairbanks group, so they got a couple of guys who are both Jay Johnsons, so they had to differentiate a little bit.
You know, I had my mom's maiden name is Johnson, so I can see that. There's probably a lot of John Johnson.
There's a couple of them out there,
right.
you know. And
My grandpa was Bob Johnson.
Yeah, Bob Johnson.
So there's definitely a couple Bobs out there.
Back when we had phone books, I mean,
Yeah, right.
you open up the Johnson
You
section.
had to know what the address was. Jeez. Yeah.
You know, I got a girl in my class whose last name is Westman.
Oh, really?
And no relation.
Yeah.
But she told me that her family got that name because there were so many Johnsons on the street
that they
that
changed it?
the postman said one of you has to change your name.
No way.
So they picked Westman.
Wow. That's too funny. Here's Johnson for a 3-bomb.
Here we
in
go.
The 7th. Fairbanks, where you at? Let's go. Fairbanks team about to put a 3-bomb up on Evan Working in the 7th.
Here we go.
I'm telling you, JC's not going to miss. This guy's been dialed in.
That's right.
Fairbanks youth program. They got a good coach teaching them. He's been.
Looks like half the team is here.
Yeah.
That youth team is here. Jeez.
Sweepers are on it. Just when I'm talking him up, he's going to come up light. You watch. They are scrubbing. They are really pushing for this rock.
I think they're hitting it.
All 3 of them. Oh, Henya comes out. He's trying, and they do it. Nice scrubbing on the front end. Fist pumps going out from JC. We got a 3-point end.
That was big.
Fairbanks up 2.
Up 2 now.
Going into the 8th.
What a game.
What a game. Johnson has not stopped. They have been persistent. They've tried. Evan Workin throwing dime shots out here, just going up against a tough component. So, game is not over. Workin can definitely get their dues here. Oh wow, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, we are looking at the. We were just talking with the timekeeper, and yeah, it's a good point because this is a time game. Workin is down to 3 minutes and 12 seconds, so they got to be pretty quick in this end.
So there's no time to stop for a beer.
Not for a team working. Johnson, on the other hand, has got 7 minutes.
I guess I haven't noticed a whole bunch of delay either way, right? I mean,
So it goes to show.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So we over here we have kind of the game timing intervals, and it does show after the 7th you want to have at least 3:45. So team working is definitely under that amount at this point. So they'll have to keep an eye on the clock. I'll tell you what though.
Is that just like from when the rock stops to? Yeah, what is the time?
So
Explain
the
that to me now.
time when it leaves the thrower's hand.
Uh-huh.
Or no, when the rock stops. Okay, and then it starts for the next team. So, I just acted like I knew what I was talking about. I have no idea. So, rock is out of hand. Workin needs to get a deuce for a tie.
So now the time starts. You know, they do a great job with curling etiquette. You know, I see them
Ready,
clear-
go?
Yeah, they
Oh,
ready
yes.
and not be behind the hack. All that kind
Right.
of good stuff.
Well, it's a good lesson for club curlers because
Yes.
how many times do you have a 2-hour period and you get 6 ends in? Like,
Right.
these games are 2 hours long. They're getting 8 ends in, and like, as long as you are somewhat ready golf, like, it's so much more enjoyable for both teams.
Yes. Have
Then
the rocks
sitting-
ready.
Sitting there
No.
and watching people talk about every shot. It's like,
Yeah, maybe not have 2 skips.
right, yeah, right. So, Johnson with a huge 3-ender in the 7th. The Fairbanks team playing tough. This is their return appearance at the Club Nationals.
Oh.
That's what I have written here. And then obviously we talked about with the front end on the U18s, and then of course the vice skip with the 5Us. So like these guys are definitely, they have the experience at the national level.
Both teams have
Both teams do, yeah.
considerable, top quality tournament experience.
Absolutely. We'll give a quick update on the other sheets here as this end sets up. We're setting some guards, and looks like a kind of traditional way of playing this 8th end here. So on the 6th end here, the Dolan-Froon game, we have Froon up 7-5 after 7. So they're in their final end. 5th sheet, we have Wright and Rose. Wright is up 6-2, I want to say 3. They are in their 7th end, so they still have a full end to play after this one. And of course our feature sheet, and then over on sheet 1 we have Guzman Bond, and I can't tell you the score because it's completely covered up right now. So as soon as the guys move, I will tell you. 7, which is Bond, and they are leading the game. I can't see the other score. 7-2. So right now we are following the game to watch. It's a close one here. We're into the 8th end. Team Johnson out of Fairbanks with a 2-point lead off of that big 3-point end with Hammer in the 7th. Big time to use your hammer, and they did so. So Workin's going to be chasing. Workin's got some nice corner guards set up, but Johnson has that middle all cluttered up. So Workin's got some work to do. Derek Hench out of the hack. 2nd position for Team Workin. Jordan Brown's eyeing this closely. Likes the weight. Beautiful line. Absolutely buried. Beautiful shot by Derek
Look
Hench.
at that.
Does go a little deep. Gives Johnson something to freeze to if they want, and that's what they're going to try. So Coleman Martin.
That's a difficult shot to follow, too.
Oh, yeah. Coleman Martin has to follow that down. Not much broom on this. Coleman did send it out a little wide, so maybe he purposely did that. I do feel like, oh, now they're asking it to curl, so I was completely wrong. Both Dylan and David are on this. They're looking to carry it as far as they can.
Just not going to get there.
And it does stay out a little wide, which isn't terrible. They might be able to use that. So I think he signaled just a straight draw. Unless he might be hitting that one guard.
You're going to have to hit something. Look
Yeah,
at all those things.
that's
You
what
know,
I-
I mean, there's not much
That's
space.
exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, how could he call a straight draw here? There's not much room. I think they're raising their one guard, which is the call. So beautifully done. Just a little light on the raise. Hit the rock exactly where they
He's
wanted
touching
to.
red.
Yep.
Touching red.
So Team Workin has to get a 2 for a tie, 3 for a win. One's not going to cut it in the 8th end here. They need it. They need to get a 2.
Yeah, this is it.
Fairbanks with a lot of love from home on the chat. I know I talked to John Johnson before the game, and he mentioned that they went back to the hotel and watched the coverage from their first game. So they're gonna love the fact that they've had all this Alaska pride watching. And thanks,
Right,
guys.
and he's gonna realize he got a new nickname.
Yeah,
when he
Coco.
gets there. Yeah, good old Coco.
Coco doesn't mess around, man. You know, he's been. I say he, but Team Johnson's been sharp this whole day one. No matter how the outcome comes out of this game, they can go back to the hotel tonight and know that they had a hell of a day one.
Where does a guy even stay around here if you're looking for a hotel?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would think Shakopee's definitely got
Sure.
down by Mystic and Canterbury Downs. I'm sure they got a couple hotels down there. I know the Mustache House right across the street's an Airbnb, so
That's true.
I wonder if anybody.
That's true.
booked
I wonder if
that.
anyone picked up the Mustache House for this. That
Which,
would be great.
Of course, on local lore, that house is extremely haunted. So it'd be interesting to know if there's any good ghost stories that come out of that. But yeah, if you don't know, right across the street from the club here, there's a big Mustache in front of a house.
Beautiful old house, probably
Oh yeah,
early 1900s, late 1800s.
Old Chaska brick house.
Yep. Chaska brick. Mined right here in the clay hole.
Yeah, which driving down here was such a nice sight because you get down to Chaska and the clay hole, the old clay pit, which is right behind the club, wide open, water flowing, summer feeling, summer vibes down here.
That's right. We're in the thick of it. Here we go.
Yeah, we're in the 8th end. We are in the thick of it is right.
Hey nah.
Out of the hack with his, is this the last of his game? I think so. Is he going to get hogged? No.
Nope.
Thank gosh.
He made it.
Hey, nah. So Hayna wraps up his game. He had a great game. He had that one field goal, but then he came back from that and made a beaut. So
Yep.
looks like
Yeah.
we're gonna have a run back here. Jordan Brown gonna be throwing some sauce at it, I think.
Everyone on both teams has played very well. Right?
Fun-
This is
Oh, yeah.
clearly a group of really, really good players because everyone is just playing so very well.
And this is what we would expect from the club, the club nationals. You know, this is fun to see Alaska's caliber of play here.
This isn't just a bunch of people who signed up for a bonspiel.
Right.
These are people that earned a place
Right.
in the bonspiel.
And like you said earlier, typical bonspiel scenario, you know, you're getting loose, you're having some beers, but not the case at Nationals. These guys are here. They have one thing in mind. Timeout. Beauty. So we have a timeout. Our So we are on an official timeout. Johnson calls a timeout. They want to take some time to talk. They are not the ones that are in a time where Team Workin's down to 1:49 seconds. Team Johnson's sitting on 4 minutes and 49 seconds. But an important part of the game, you just got to give them a one, right? Give them one.
Yep.
Who cares about that, right? Don't give them a 2, and please, Lord above, you don't give them a 3, right?
Looks like in the chat we got David Hayna's mom. She
Yeah.
is live in the chat.
And we're saying your last name correctly.
We're trying.
Yes, Hayna.
And she's in Buffalo. Maybe she knows a little bit about the Utica slide. You know,
Ooh,
from
she's
Buffalo,
in
New York.
New York. Yeah. Did we talk about that today? The
We
Utica?
talked.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's been a long day for you, Niles.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, we talked about the Utica slide.
Seriously. So, Hayna with a New York connection. All right.
Looks like some people did take a look at the Mustache House on Airbnb,
Ooh, nice.
and it looked a little creepy.
Yep. I've heard from people from firsthand sake that it's a true haunted house. If you want to experience some ghost
Is that what it
stories.
looks like on the inside?
Well, no. There's just people have ghost stories about the house. It's a paranormal active house. So
Lori's never heard of the Utica slide. You know,
Well.
maybe it's a real regional thing.
yeah.
I don't know how far Utica is from Buffalo.
Well, Lori, thanks for chiming in.
Yep, appreciate
It's
it.
been fun to watch your son curl today. I've got the experience 2 games from him.
Yeah,
so
yeah. A lot of fans of
And I
David
will
Hayden.
say,
A lot of fans.
reading his body language, he seems like he's a good kid, and seems like he's enjoying life. So, good
Yep.
job on your part.
Yep,
You
nice
raised a
job,
good
Lori.
kid.
Way to go.
So we are into J.C. Johnson's last. Sorry, psych. It's his first of the 2. I thought it was his last. Rock is out of the hands.
It's the only one he's going to need. It's the
Just-
only one he's going to need.
Lori's son David's got his broom right on the center line. They want to put a guard right in that 2 zone. It's over curling a little bit.
Ooh, come on, hit it. And, oh,
Yes.
I think that's what they wanted.
Yep, good
I think
plan.
that's what they wanted.
Good plan B. So Workin is
Let's go, go.
yes. That's too good. Let's go. I love the Fairbanks crowd. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
They're probably still working over there. Is it
Yeah, what
must
time
be-
of day is it over
yeah,
there?
it must be
you know?
4:20 over there. So
Hey-o.
everybody's in their office having fun
Hey-o.
watching curling. Yeah. So outstanding game by Fairbanks. Definitely fun to have the local squad for all these people in the chat to have a game like this. Right now,
320. It's 320.
is it? Oh, jeez.
320?
I didn't even know that was a
That's
thing.
nuts.
Yeah, I'm so used to it. Yeah, well, then they're definitely at work. Get back to work.
Get back to work, you guys. Get back to work.
Yeah. It's only Thursday.
It's probably dark out.
Yeah. So, decision is made. Evan working with 45 seconds left on his clock.
Hooah, hooah, hooah.
Oh, never mind. That's the timeout. He's got a minute 49. I was thinking, oh my gosh, they better get going here. So they are playing a hit on Team Johnson's rock in the top 8. Angle is set up to where I don't see them keeping their shooter. And it's got to be precise. Beautiful soft weight hit here coming. Looks like hack weight, space weight. Beautifully managed. Is it going to wreck though? Oh, it over curls on him. Just took off past the hog line.
I'm assuming they're going to want to do the same thing.
So Henya was given like the let's go.
Hena.
Was given the let's go, be quick, but they don't have anything. Yeah, they got 4.5 minutes left, so they don't need to rush here.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got to go to the bathroom or something.
Well, that's a good point, Jake. It's been a long draw. So, obviously looking to just cover up that middle port, right? Workin's got a lot of stuff off to the wings that he might be able to angle raise in there. Might be able to chip one of those. Are you seeing any of that? Maybe an in-off? It's possible.
Yeah, he's got to work it hard.
Regardless.
Look at that. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Coleman can sweep.
Yeah.
My guy. Coleman can sweep.
I'll tell you what. He probably weighs about, 120 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
But that kid
He
is
puts
putting
more
some
pressure on
the
that
broom.
broom. Wow. I'm so impressed.
All right, so let's see here. There could be an option here for the tie here.
Get after it. You got to be aggressive.
All right, so this is a great shot for him to call because he just threw this. He should be able to learn from his last one. They over curled a scotch on their last one, so he's got to keep his shooter though, and this is for the tie. So ladies and gentlemen, We are in the 8th end. Hammer rock. Last rock at the end. Evan Workin
This is it.
throwing a hack weight. He's got to chip it without crashing on his own. There's nothing easy about this shot. Evan Workin out of the hack with 1 minute left on their clock. Sweeper's on the straight side. He's off. Now they're looking curl. It could be close.
Oh!
Are they going to keep their shooter? I don't think they
no.
are. Team Johnson out of Fairbanks, Alaska, comes through with the 7-6 victory.
What a great game.
2-0 day for Team Johnson.
What a great game. Both teams.
Team Workin had a hell of a day too. They went 1-1.
Amazing.
Lost to a tough Johnson team out of Fairbanks.
Both teams. That was just fabulous. That was a fabulous game of curling.
We will see a lot more of Team Workin. Awesome game. Jake, thanks for coming down.
Oh, appreciate you having me. This is
And
just
Jake
amazing.
came in late and he got the chat going. Thank you, Fairbanks squad, for chiming in. It was fun having a chat with you.
Yep, great to see both North Dakota groups and the AK groups.
So
You guys are
unfortunately,
awesome.
now that I'm not moving from sheet 4, I don't know if we're going to see any more of the Alaska teams until the semis.
Hey,
if
hey,
they
hey.
get to the semis. So I'm going to root for Team Alaska because so far they've had the most support on the chat. So we're going to go for Team Alaska. I'll be rooting for you. Good job to Team Workin. Those guys are no slouches. They will be around. I'm almost banking on the fact that we'll see them come playoff time. But until now, we'll see you at the 8 o'clock draw where we are in sheet 4 with the club team, Lori Janot, taking on two-time Olympian Nina Roth.
Wow.
So this will be a fun game to call on sheet 4. We'll see you at 8 o'clock.
All
Thanks,
right.
Jake.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you stopping in.
Nice, dude.
Hey, that was